Things will fall through the cracks. It's not a matter of if, but when.
Everybody wants more from the Wake County government, schools, law enforcement, the DA's office. And it makes sense. These are essential parts of the community. Take Wiley, Wake County's next district attorney. He doesn't start the job until next year, but he's already rattling the cages of county government. He wants $600,000 for more prosecutors. He says the DA's office doesn't have enough, and he calls it a public safety issue. Here's how he put it when I spoke to him this week.
Things will fall through the cracks. It's not a matter of if, but when. And that's why I'm out in front here trying to do all I can to make sure I ring this alarm bell for folks in Wake County to know that they don't have the resources they need in their DA's office to keep Wake County safe.
When you hear your incoming district attorney say things will fall through the cracks, that they don't have the resources to keep people safe, it's fair to ask the question, is Wake County safe? So let's explore that. A quick recap first on how this system works. Police make an arrest and they file charges. The district attorney's office takes the case and assigns a prosecutor. That prosecutor represents the public in court, tasked with getting justice. Right now, the Wake County District Attorney's Office has 45 prosecutors, and they've got a lot on their plate. Wiley says a single prosecutor handles an average of about 2,400 cases.
It's unsustainable to work that hard, to have such a huge caseload.
I mean, my to-do list is like 10 items deep, and I feel overwhelmed. I can't imagine dealing with 2,400 criminal cases. So when Nichols says things will fall through the cracks, he's saying prosecutors are stretched so thin that they're going to miss stuff, key things that could be the difference between a conviction and someone getting back on the street, right? Justice or no justice. A recent example, Ryan Camacho. He was in and out of jail for years. He scared the living daylights out of a family, stomping on their car, throwing a rock into the windshield, and shooting into their home. Camacho was known to have schizophrenia, and yet prosecutors couldn't present enough evidence for a judge to have him involuntarily committed. And then earlier this year, police say he broke into a teacher's home and killed her. We got a ton of emails about this. Bill writing, "It seems to me that the court ruled that Camacho was not dangerous based on relevant past. Seems unreasonable to ignore the past of someone convicted of shooting into buildings." Now, let me be clear. I don't have any evidence to suggest that prosecutors missed anything. But not getting Camacho involuntarily committed was a notch in the L column for the district attorney's office. And any DA's office measures success by how often they win. Nichols says, essentially, that getting more prosecutors into the DA's office sets them up to get more wins. And current district attorney Lauren Freeman tells me, yes, absolutely, more resources are necessary to better meet the needs of victims. But does that mean the current resources are inadequate? A 2023 study by the National Center for State Courts found Wake County is short more than 13 prosecutors. So it's not just Wiley saying that we need more. Let's compare Wake County and Mecklenburg County. The population sizes are nearly identical, but in the DA's office, there is a disparity. The Mecklenburg County DA's office has about 50 more prosecutors than Wake. They have more than double the resources. And yet, last year, Wake County was essentially more efficient, closing cases faster than Mecklenburg County. Not only that, Wake County won most of those cases, guilty as charged in 51% of the felony cases. Mecklenburg was 30%. One could argue that the Wake County District Attorney's Office is doing pretty well despite having fewer resources. But that's today. And we know Wake County is growing. It's one of the fastest growing counties in the U.S. And despite working efficiently, there's still a pretty serious backlog. Last year's state numbers show about 11,000 cases in Wake County were still without a resolution. They're pending. So with all that in mind, at what point does efficiency reach a breaking point?
We don't have enough resources right now from the state. So what I'm left to do is go to other places to get more resources to keep our community safe. And in Mecklenburg County, they addressed this issue a few years ago, and the Mecklenburg County Board of Commissioners funded close to $7 million a year to support the DA's office and the courts. And I'm asking Wake County to start that process and do the same.
Now, to be fair, in a proposal for the new state budget, there's an ask there to carve out 5 new prosecutors for the Wake County DA's office. The problem is lawmakers are having trouble passing the state budget. So it's understandable why Nickel is going to the county government for money instead. But like I said at the beginning of all of this, everybody wants more from the Wake County government, and there are only so many dollars to go around. And with fewer dollars expected from the state, it appears the pot is only getting smaller. Either way, these are your tax dollars, so I want to know, what do you think we should do? Send us an email, 7 p.m. at WRAL.com. Should we spend the money like Nickel says we should? Or would you rather see it spent on something else? Tell us what's on your mind and we'll talk about it here at 7 o'clock.